Welcome to Meet the Vegans, and this week we review Bad Boys for Life.
Bad Boys for Life 2020, directed by Adil Arbi and Bilall Fallah. Starring Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, Joe Pantoliano, Vanessa Hudgens, Alexander Ludwig, Paola Nunez and Charles Melton.
Mike Lowrey and Marcus Burrnet are back once again. This time we see Marcus wanting to retire again after his daughter has a child. A new cartel leader comes to Miami to seek revenge for the death of his father. Mike is shot and almost killed by the cartel. Will Mike get his revenge and will Marcus retire? Bad Boys for Life.
Where to begin?
Yes.
I didn't want to see this film anyway. I thought Bad Boys 2 was shite, so yeah. There's only one Bad Boys and that's it. Bad Boys. For me, that's it.
This was a piss poor attempt at reinventing a series that didn't need reinventing.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? And it was just the jokes.
The characters I didn't care for.
I mean, the one good thing about the characters were it was still the original crew. It was still the same captain. It was still Will Smith. It was still Martin Lawrence. So it had that that continuity. Well, that fucking word I'm trying to say, but I can't say it.
Continuation.
That's the one. And that's about it, really. That's as far as it went. The jokes were shit. This is the first time I've ever been in a cinema where me and him didn't laugh and everyone else did laugh. It just wasn't funny, wasn't it? It was just weird.
Everyone was like proper
pissing themselves laughing.
And it just wasn't funny.
It just wasn't funny. The story took too long to get going, and when there was a story...
It then went back to family life, and then it came back to the story. The main villain, if you can really call him that, is in it, 3 or 4 times? And didn't really have anything to do the entire movie. It's just...
It didn't grasp
it. Was just Will Smith and fucking Martin Lawrence going on about being old and
it was
what
the
they
same
should do.
shit again. It was the same stuff again. Martin Lawrence wants to retire.
Yeah.
Will Smith doesn't.
Yeah.
We've seen this before in number 2.
Yeah.
Number 1, they were talking about the end of it, weren't it? And now it getting into number 2. Now it's the same as number 3. The jokes weren't funny in this. The action sequences of few that they were...
shit.
They were just non-believable.
They were jokes,
they were over the top action.
Fucking jokes.
There's a scene where a helicopter drops through the roof. It fucking explodes, but no one dies.
No one dies.
Yeah, even though they're right next to it.
No one dies.
Martin Lawrence gets stabbed 7 times, right? He's clearly bleeding and in pain, but he still managed to knock a fucking woman out.
Yeah.
It was just bad. And hence the reason Bad Boys, yeah. And the reference...
Sad Boys.
It was like...
Sad Boys, mate.
In the first 30 minutes, they must have referenced the title of the movie 3 times.
Yeah.
By the end of the movie, I lost count. It was just constant, wasn't it? All the way through.
We're Bad Boys. We're
Bad Boys for
it's
life.
Like, well, if you're Bad Boys, start doing something, because all you're doing is fucking talking.
It was like the first movie, the first Bad Boys, they sang the song Bad Boys once.
Yeah, but it was funny because it was like them at work, and it was like the banter and the whole fucking like we're bored at work, and it was like, yeah, we're Bad Boys. You know what I mean?
This movie was sang 4 or 5 times
by like different people.
Yeah, and it was bad.
Boys.
Yeah,
in strife.
Yeah. The story didn't go nowhere. The comedy wasn't funny.
I don't know who wrote it, but it seemed like a 5-year-old wrote it.
You could.
I want an helicopter crash and I want a car chase.
It was
in
like,
Crayola. With a tick box next to it.
I bet Michael Bay is laughing that he didn't make that film.
Well, he was in it.
He was in it, yeah, because he had a cameo, but I bet he was glad he didn't make it because it was bad. It was real bad.
Yeah.
It is probably the worst film. That I'll be quite, like you use the how do you say, my psychic powers. I'll say that's the worst movie of this year, because for me that was bad, wasn't it? We'll see.
Are you talking about this year,
2020
now, or are you just saying in general?
In general,
2020. This is the worst movie.
Yeah, that we'll see.
We'll see, right? I don't think it will be.
Oh no, there'll be some shit out this year.
I think there'll be some more Hollywood crap just round the corner.
It was terrible. It was trying to reinvent, not even reinvent it. It was trying to like finish off a film that didn't need finishing off, and then right at the end, guess what? There's going to be a Bad Boys 4.
Yeah,
it's bullshit.
Oh, is that what that was going? Yeah, I thought it was going to go into Suicide Squad the way it was.
Oh no, it was terrible.
That's how it was said. It was like, oh, do you want to get out of jail and that, and like do some stuff for me? So is that Suicide Squad? I was expecting Harley Quinn to pop up. That's what that seemed like.
In a way, yeah.
The Hannibal Lecter bit as well, Silence of the Lambs. Like, there's a woman at the beginning who breaks out of fucking this high security jail, but yet puts on... She has time as well to put on that outfit, lie on the floor,
and still
put the body in the fucking washing machine, and lie on the floor, and then get taken away in a fucking ambulance.
It was just...
Before the guards had searched anywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they probably would have had an on-site paramedic or someone there to help guards and that when they got fucking stabbed or whatever.
Yeah. And it just, like, even from that point
a lot of fucking plots.
It was just... But even so, when the actual main story hit...
There was a main story.
Yeah. It was when the twist, as you could say, if you could call it a twist, when the twist happened...
So the guy with daddy issues.
Oh, it's just so unbelievable where it come from. It makes no sense. It's like they just pulled it out of thin air and gone, this is how it's going to work. Yeah,
we can't end this film.
But it was like the only time he mentions it, like Will Smith, like he's the main story in it, but he mentions it once earlier in the film, doesn't he? Yeah. Only once. There's no other story tie-in to it until the final third of the movie, and then
when they figured out exactly what this cartel guy had been shooting was part of like an old case years ago.
Yeah,
but it all came together at the end. Like I said, if that was at the beginning where it came together, and then like they were trying to protect the people that he was knocking off, and like they kept fucking, losing that battle and like fucking getting people knocked off and that. And then maybe Will Smith like sort of got shot like
at the end,
near the middle or something like that.
Let's just turn it into a Turner and Hooch movie. Kill him at the end, like the dog, because that's what it might as well have been, and it'd have been a better film.
Not K9, because K9.
No, K9. Jerry Lee survives.
Yeah.
But Hooch doesn't.
Yeah, Hooch doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like it was a piss poor attempt at bringing back Bad Boys.
I don't even think Will Smith's been in a decent movie.
No,
since years, mate.
That's
one. Gemini. Was it Gemini?
I didn't watch that.
Crap. Right. Rubbish. What was the one before that? I Am Legend. Crap.
No, he wasn't.
Rubbish.
That wasn't before that. I thought I Am Legend was all right.
Jesus Christ. Hitch. Crap.
And
rubbish.
Did I watch Hitch?
No idea.
Hancock.
Crap. Fucking Hancock. Yeah. Crap. Jesus
Christ. In this it felt like Martin Lawrence hadn't acted for about 10 years.
I don't think he has.
It was poor. It was poor acting on the behalf of Martin Lawrence. Will Smith was his usual Will Smith self.
The same Will Smith you get in every bloody movie.
It's a bit like Ryan Reynolds really at the minute as well.
Well, yeah. There's more depth to him.
For me, this is a real piss poor attempt at
what a waste of money.
Yeah. I mean,
and people take the piss, but that's why I like Netflix films. Because they will take the chance with shit movies, right? But they know they're shit movies and that. Do you know what I mean?
But they push
like
ground.
Hollywood, they're just like fucking like, oh, remember this? It's like, let's do this. Let's do a third one for this.
Well, that's what I like about Netflix. Netflix will make a movie,
put it out there.
But even if the film is, well, mate, they'll say that though. Bright was all right with Will Smith, and that's a Netflix movie.
Yeah, but I didn't like Will Smith in it. I liked the whole elf character.
Yeah.
I thought he had more depth than the Will Smith character that he played. The same character that he played in iRobot.
But Will Smith's in a movie that's all right.
Yeah, but he played the same character as he did in iRobot.
Yeah. He's a one-trick pony. He's a bit like Nick Cage, and Nick Cage is better.
I think fucking Nick Cage has got more gravitas than that.
But Nick Cage is a one-trick pony. But he's all right. There's a lot of
probably would have worked as Superman as well, wouldn't he? Really?
Yeah.
I would like to have seen that.
Definitely. Tim Burton Superman, that'd have been mint.
People laugh at the suit of that, but I think if it was a bit darker in that, like he did with Batman, lit it right and that, I think it probably would have worked that.
Definitely.
Maybe not with Kevin Smith on board, but yeah.
So I'm going to score this movie.
You're going to score it?
Yeah. I'm going to give it a 1. I would have given it less.
I am giving it less.
But it made me chuckle twice.
You more than me.
That's where it's going. I'm giving it a 1.
Just once for me. I just went, that was it. And should we talk about as well the fucking guy who ate popcorn next to me like that?
No, because that was just annoying.
I found that more interesting than the film then.
I had a woman sat next to me whose perfume smelled like shit. So I had that for 2 hours.
It was eau de la toilette.
Yeah, well.
Use the toilet.
So, your score?
I'm going to score it a fucking, I'm going to score it a half.
Well,
0.5.
As I say, I do believe this will be the worst movie of 2020 that I will see.
I think there'll be more fucking worst movies coming out of Hollywood. Oh yes.
So if you agree or disagree, hit us up in them comments below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and smash that like button.
Smash it hard.
I've been Anthony.
And I've been Neil.
And remember,
hail the vegans. And don't bother to see this fucking movie.
No, it's shit.
Because it's fucking shit.